So we've talked about a possible plan for you to start working on your goal of controlling your weight, and I've offered you some literature that you said that you might look at.
Sure.
Um, and another part of the plan that we talked about was you gradually starting to look at your diet and do some exercise or some more physical activity. How do you think that your family would react to you making those changes?
Well, I think they would be so happy. My husband's always talking about how I should lose weight. He's always saying that the weight I'm at right now isn't healthy for me. So I know he would be thrilled. And so would my kids, I'm sure.
So you feel like they would be supportive?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I definitely think they would be.
So you'll have some support there. So right now, on a scale from 1 to 10, how committed do you think that you feel you are to start going forward with this plan?
Well, I'm still a little bit unsure, just because so many things have failed before, but I would say I'm probably a 7. I really want it to work. I'm just not sure if it will.
Right. So I think 7 sounds pretty good. You really have the motivation there. What kinds of things do you think would hold you back from implementing this plan?
Well, I think maybe if I don't exercise like I say I'm going to, that would definitely hold me back, I always think I'm going to exercise and then I never really do. Or maybe if I don't eat the way that, I'm saying that I will, that could definitely, I like to go out to eat and I like to eat a lot, so changing that might be hard.
So what keeps you, or what might keep you from exercising?
Well, I'm just so tired, and right now I say, yeah, I really want to, like I'm inspired to work out, but when I get home after a long day, it's just going to be hard to keep that motivation. But
like in that moment, it's hard to make yourself make that step.
Right, I'm going to try though.
What kinds of things do you think you could do in those moments to help, get you moving?
Well, I could, get some music playing. That always makes me want to work out, is some really good music. So I could maybe try that and maybe go run with my kids, my dog. Like if I'm spending time with them or like just kind of taking a walk with my dog out in the park, like that might be something that's motivating because it's fun. Like it's more fun than running on the treadmill. I hate running on the treadmill.
And you already said that your family would support you, so you think that would work out?
Absolutely.
Those are all really good ideas. What kinds of things do you think would keep you from, with the diet piece of it?
Right. Well, I definitely think I love eating out. And whenever I eat out, I want to treat myself. I want to eat, foods that might not be that good for me because I think like, hey, I'm eating out. But maybe I could try to look at some healthier options, some salads, something like that.
So you feel like if you're going to spend money on it, you want to make sure you enjoy it?
Yeah.
I can understand that. But, maybe just going to a restaurant that has more healthy options. Do you think that would be something that would work out for you?
Yeah, I could definitely do that. It'll be hard to convince my husband, but I'll try to do that.
So do you think you might struggle with the healthy eating as well?
Well, I make the food that I eat for all of us usually. So besides like eating out, if I wanted to eat healthy, I'd have to make a separate meal for myself. I don't think he's ready to take that step to eat healthy. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Have you had a conversation with him about that ever?
No. We've talked about it off and on because, whenever he talks to me about my weight, I'll be like asking him about the food he eats, and, his weight is kind of high too. So, I don't know. Well, we'll see.
perhaps you could have a conversation with him if you felt comfortable with that, and explaining that, for it would be easier for you to create the same meal for everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I guess it wouldn't hurt for us all to eat healthier. It's definitely not something that's going to be bad for our family. So I could have that conversation with him.
As long as you felt comfortable. So at this point, we've added a little bit more detail to the plan where you're going to try to incorporate your family in your physical activity because you feel like they will support you in that, and you will see if you feel comfortable having a discussion with your husband about changing the way everybody in the household eats. So with those two things, how confident on a scale from 1 to 10 do you think that you can go through with those things?
Still a 7 or an 8. We'll see. I don't think I could be a 10.
You said or an 8 that time.
I did say or an 8. I feel a little better. It's just there's still some doubt just because of all the times that I failed. So we'll see though.
Okay. Um, can you think of any other barriers you might see moving forward with this, or any other forms of support, or any other things that you can think of to help you?
Sure. Well, I think that there's a couple ladies at work who I might be able to go and eat healthier lunches with whenever we go out. So I think that might be really good. And then my mom is really into eating healthy, so I could always turn to her for support or guidance.
That's really good. And you mentioned, your workplace before, and you had some anxiety
Right.
there.
I mean, I definitely do still have that anxiety, but I could see where, a lot of the ladies are really into fitness. So maybe not going that far, but like taking just a couple steps and seeing where they eat lunch and maybe going there and having some healthier options.
And you said before that your mother has been critical of you. But you do feel comfortable with going to her for advice and support?
Right. She's critical just because of how into fitness she is, and also because she's seen me fail so many times. So we'll see. We'll see.
8 minutes.